Plaintiff Keith Corliss dated the defendant, and he claims after she was sexually harassed at her apartment complex, he loaned her money for a new place. However, he's suing today because she has yet to repay. Defendant Deborah Lewis admits that Keith gave her money after she was harassed by her landlord, but she insists the money was a gift. Deborah claims after he gave her the money, Keith started harassing her. And once he tried to crawl through her window while she was in the shower. So she's countersuing.
Start with you, sir.
Yes.
Give me some background on yourself.
No.
On the case. No?
I don't believe
Okay,
so.
You don't have any? All right.
No.
I understand now. What do you want to tell me about the case? He's suing you, saying you owe him for a loan. I asked him to tell me about it, as you see, and he said no. So if you'll just tell me about it, then I'll give you the judgment. You can even lie, since he ain't gonna say nothing back.
I will say, Judge,
I don't know what's the truth. I go with your truth. If he doesn't want to talk,
I will talk.
What is your truth? Huh?
I will talk.
I said, give me some background. You said no.
Well, quite frankly, she was in an apartment complex.
You talking not about that. When I told you, she say 2 words, she wins. Go ahead.
It was not a good complex.
I wanted the money.
Let me get some background from you, ma'am.
All right, I'll start from the beginning. I met Keith next door at my girlfriend's house. It was 4th of July. Keith came over and sat at our little barbecue. He's a little rude and crude, not refined like I like in men, speak nice to me. So he left, and it was around September. My girlfriend had called me up, and Keith was supposed to take her out to dinner for a favor she's supposed to have done for him, and asked me if I want to go along. And she backed out. She'd rather go crabbing. Okay, so after that, yes, where I was living, the people that ran the complex did harass me constantly.
Sexually harass you?
Yeah.
It was horrible, man. The guy that managed it was like, I don't want to say this right, but you know what? He was building a harem out of this apartment complex.
Yes.
Him and his wife were like swingers, and they were like trying to find everybody in there that just wanted to have sex. And because this girl here wasn't into it, she had to hide behind the pillars to have a cigarette. She couldn't go out to her car without being harassed.
I was a prisoner in my own home. It was after Sandy, and I had to go inland to leave, the beach after we got hit.
And when you would see this couple, one or the other, they would say, hey,
yeah,
when you gonna come on in?
You want to come in for a drink, and basically, rubbing your legs as we're sitting outside, and came right out and asked a lot of the women. So yes, I would smoke in front of the pillars and hide so they wouldn't see me. So it got so bad where they knew that I wasn't going to give in, and I got kind of like a notice of eviction. It wasn't through court, and I had to leave. I had 1 month. And that's when it came in, when Keith lent me the $1,300.
Now, did you all have a relationship, you and the plaintiff? And if so, how did that end?
Yes, we did. It ended because he was harassing me about the money. He was also calling me names.
What would you say to him when he would harass you about the money?
I don't have it. I had to move into a smaller, I thought it was a gift.
Okay.
And I had to move into a smaller place, than what I'm used to, smaller furniture, and all that, smaller.
Sir, she says it was a gift.
No, it was no gift.
Tell me the circumstances under which you asked her to repay you.
If you give a gift, you don't get a piece of paper in writing, signatured and dated, of a payback.
You have that? You have something like that?
Yeah, I got something like that.
Well, let me see it.
I don't remember that.
The one thing I like about you, sir, you clearly haven't been in any trouble before, or before a judge. Because you don't know how to prove your case or defend yourself. You're about to lose your case and get locked up because you don't know either one. Yes.
I have a letter where he was harassing me a lot.
Okay, what was he doing? Tell me about the harassment.
He was coming over to my new apartment where I live now, wanting to go back with me, calling me names all the time, to the point.
How many times did he come over?
A lot.
I don't know what that means. 3 times, 5, 10?
Wow.
Estimate. 5 to 10.
About 10.
Okay. And that was uninvited.
Yes.
And in
because-
each instance, he would ask about trying to get you back and what else?
Yes, Your Honor.
So when he came the next time after cursing you, what did you say?
I said, stop coming on my property.
All right, you had told him that before though, right?
Yes.
All right, and then what did you say after he came back another time?
Stop coming on my property.
And then the next time you
Stop
say,
coming on my property.
all right, so 10 times you told him that. Have you ever heard of stalking?
Yes, I have.
So why didn't you call the police and say you were being stalked?
Okay, I did call the police one time. I was taking a shower and I heard somebody trying to get in my window. So I'm in the bathroom calling the police. It was Keith trying to climb into my window. So when...
You trying to go through the window.
You know, one way or the other, you get in,
I
don't
see.
you?
All right, sir. You know, one way or the other, you get locked up on the other.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
He wanted little things back, you know. And so they called the police. By the time I got dressed, the police were already there, and he had spoke with the police. I don't know what happened.
They let him go?
And they let him
All
go.
right. Sir,
I have a note from my daughter, my son-in-law,
saying what?
that
Tell me
he
about
harassed
him
me.
cursing you out. I haven't heard any
Okay.
testimony on that.
He would tell me I'm nuts, that my family agrees that I'm nuts,
Where would he tell you these things?
as he's in my driveway,
Okay,
because I
Sir,
would.
did you go over to our house 10 times after breaking up with her?
I did not
How
count
many
any.
times,
Come on,
approximately?
You don't count. Yeah, probably.
He said
yeah.
about.
Probably
But you know
10
what?
times. All right. And your $1,300 loan, you have a note that says, I borrowed $1,300 from Keith.
I don't
Pardon me?
remember that.
You don't
I'll have to
remember
look
it?
at that.
All right.
A lot has happened, and
Pardon me?
oh wow. That's me.
All right.
But in my
At least you're
defense,
honest after you get busted. You lied at first.
But in my-
$1,300 for the plaintiff.
What?
However, I'll give you your $500 for harassment. Can't come by anyone's house 10 times. The third time, by the way, is stalking. Someone tells you twice not to come by, not to call me. That third time, you have broken the law, and it's called stalking. Have a good day.
I don't want Keith to come by and hurt my feelings and call me names. The worst name he called me was a train wreck. That really bothered me. And talk about my children and say my children think I'm crazy.
You know, when you text somebody 100 times and they refuse to text you back, you know, you say, I'm coming over to bring you what you asked me to bring you, and you don't get no answer back. I mean, that's pretty frustrating,
That's not true.
you know? It's like, you know, I'm already there, and I'm not turning around, and she wants it, and I'm bringing it, and if you want to chain me and cuff me, I'm in.
That's not true.